So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college? Level.
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Jeffries. He'll buy some time right. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jeffries. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 64 yards. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action Week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this field position, guys.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A give. This is Kamara. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and 2, Jeffries. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And here's Kamara on the read option. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the lap.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
McCaffrey going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and goal at the Saints 5-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man here is Conklin. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start.
Hey, you got three down.
Now back to throw. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Jeffries. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyron Johnson, 92 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 37. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Guys, skate situation. Let's go. Check 9, check 9.
On play action, they'll throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 142 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On the ground, Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake. Jeffries. They'll roll him out right. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conway. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. The busy night continues for Kamara. Room here to run. 202 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. get through this game, go to the press conference, meet at head.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz with the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a throw here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Again, it's Kamara. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Mike 38, Mike 38. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's got this down to the 35. 113 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll set up to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Jordan make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense, that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys